Don Lemon is just a gift that keeps on giving, my dude.
I absolutely love that he doesn't realize when he gets owned and he posts it. That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so but there's two questions there. Does he not realize that he's getting owned and he's posting on because he thought he had a win, or he knows he has an L, a loss, and he's posting it up anyway because he's doing an honest thing? The former or the latter?
I forget which is former and which is latter, but the idea that he doesn't know is awesome. But the idea that he does know and he's being honest
is also awesome, is it not?
I guess you're right. You're right.
First and foremost, Don Lemon is not my favorite guy in the world. Like, I want to make that clear. But if he's being honest about his losses, then I gotta respect that.
Yes, I just don't think that's what he's doing. I do think it's the former, latter. I think it's the one. I think it's the one where he doesn't know.
All right, we're settling this now. The former is the first one. The latter is the second one. So that's a basic way to describe
I will remember
it.
that for like the next 15 minutes. And
okay,
then
sounds good.
I will forget. So, all right. Anyways, we came across one video, and then there was like two more. So we thought we would just do a segment out of it because it's just that funny. Here is the first video we came across.
Okay, crossing the border illegally is not a crime?
No, it's not a criminal act. Okay. It's a misdemeanor.
So why are they being sent back and saying that they're breaking the law?
That's the point.
Okay, as somebody that actually...
We don't know if they're breaking the law because they won't tell. There's no due process. Where's the evidence? That's the whole point. And if they are breaking the law, most people will say, okay, then they need to go if they're criminals. But if they're not, why are they being rounded up and sent out? Especially when he promised to deport the criminals. And now he's not doing that.
Yeah,
this part was crazy to me because he almost had her, right? He almost confused her enough to be like, make her look, make her look dumb.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going...
Misdemeanor is not a crime. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
So misdemeanor is not a crime?
It's not a criminal act, no. If you get charged with a misdemeanor, that's not a criminal act.
So why get charged at all then, if it's not a criminal act?
Because we have different levels of crime. Everything is not the same.
So it is crime.
No,
it's just
we have
levels.
different levels of. I shouldn't say crime, but it's not. You're not. It's not a crime. You're not breaking the law. I mean, you are breaking the law, but it's not a criminal act.
So it's breaking the law.
No, you're not breaking the law.
The misdemeanor is not breaking the law.
No.
If you're speeding, drinking, get pulled over, DUI.
That's not a criminal act. Well, no. If you're speeding, is a misdemeanor.
It's a misdemeanor. Right. So it's still breaking the law.
Okay, well, if you want to qualify that, we're doing semantics. But what I'm saying, but what I'm trying to tell you is everything is not the same. It's all not one thing.
But is it the law?
What is it? The law that what?
Is it a law to come over legally? Is there a law?
There are rules that are processes that you should follow. Yeah, so you're breaking rules. You're breaking the rules, but you're not necessarily breaking the law.
So what happens when you break the rules?
Then you suffer the consequences. But the consequences should not. Look, no one is saying no one should suffer the consequences. You guys are getting things mixed up.
Oh, they're getting things mixed up. Gosh, Don.
Oh boy, buddy.
You really
posted this for us to enjoy.
You out of his own free will. That's hilarious. Do you really think he's like he doesn't know, or when he posts this, you think he won?
He was really trying to use wordplay here. I don't. I actually don't know. I feel like the video cut off too quickly to really get a solution. I think he realized he was getting trapped within his own words and was really trying to fish for different words to cover up what it actually was. And that's about it. I don't know if he felt like he won or not.
Yeah. He's like, ridiculous. What gets me so mad is when Don goes, oh, you guys are using semantics here. It's like, that's exactly what you're doing, Don. They're just looking for a definition. They're not using wordplay to try to make their argument work.
Right.
Anyways, here's the next one that we saw, which we thought was hilarious as well.
So how do you guys feel? Apparently, they said this. The Trump guys are saying that the city is a hellhole and crime is out of control, and they got to bring in the National Guard.
It is a hellhole. It is out of control, but we still love it. Yeah, we love it. It's pretty bad, but I don't know.
Still love it?
Still love it.
You think it's a hellhole?
Yeah, it's bad.
You think it's out of control?
It is. It's out of control.
You think you need the ICE and National Guard?
We don't need all that, though. We don't need that. Yeah. We got this. Right. We had it all this time.
But you said it's a hellhole out of control.
It is a hellhole. It is out of control, but what city ain't?
But no help?
No, we don't need his help. We got this.
Oh, no, dude.
What do you say to him?
I agree. I don't think we need his help. We got it.
All right. It's a beautiful evening. Nice to see you guys.
They were so close.
Yeah, I know. Well, as soon as he said ICE and the National Guard, they immediately tried.
Well, that's where their programming kicked in, and they were like, "Oh, this is what I'm supposed to say."
Exactly. It almost seemed like they switched immediately. Did you? You noticed it too.
Yeah, no, it felt like
they were like, "No, actually, no. We got it. We don't need that."
Yeah, dude, it felt like they had some code, and the moment that word was detected, it was just like, "Oh, this is what we're supposed to say here." It was insane.
That's so ridiculous.
Because they're so close. They're like, "Yeah, it does suck. Yes, we're drowning in this hellhole."
Yeah.
But we don't need help. We got this. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, logic doesn't sit well.
And to be clear, we don't want to come off like we're just picking on these people. I do think largely they're just trying to find a way to pay their bills. They're not over here in the politics of it all. But I do think it's interesting that they can observe their surroundings and say, no, there is a problem with crime. Something is happening.
Right, yeah.
I think that part is very interesting.
Well, see, so that's how they started the conversation. I thought they were going to say, yeah, we would very much like this help. But then they said no after the programming said kicked in.
I think it'd be interesting, too, if Don had been like, instead of trying to bait them into the whole talking against Trump and ICE and the National Guard, if Don had been a good, honest journalist and been like, what do you think should be done?
Oh, yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
And I do I wonder what their answer would be. I wonder if they would say, oh, more police, arrest them or whatever. I wonder if they would have said something like that. Like, let's say it was a different reporter. Let's say a different reporter asked them, hey, Trump said this hellhole thing. Do you guys agree? They say, yes, we agree. It's out of control. It's bad. The follow-up would then be, what do you think should be done? Mm-hmm. What do you think they would say?
I think they would actually probably go into we may need some more law enforcement or some more control on the situation, but they probably would avoid utilizing the National Guard as a way of explaining that.
I don't think they would. I don't know if they would.
I think so.
I don't know. I don't know what they would say. I think they would just kind of be like, I don't know. I don't know.
More cops?
I doubt it. I doubt someone like them would be like, oh yeah, we need more cops. I just don't see that happening. I think their programming won't let them.
Because then the alternative is that they just say the same exact thing as I just said.
True.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
I want to think that they would be like, we need some more control of the city.
Yeah, I like to think that too.
And I would follow up with, well, how else would you do that? And then they may end up going into maybe some more cops or something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
I wonder if there's so many possibilities.
But see, Don is so funny and biased that he didn't ask those types of questions.
Don's looking for clips. Like, he's just looking for something to go viral, which he's doing a very good job at, just not in the way he wanted to.
and I think he's also looking for four points that are biased towards him, right? Or towards the left.
Right. All right. Here is one of the last videos that we saw, which we thought was very interesting. It's on that same topic of sending in the National Guard.
President sent armed troops here?
Yeah, I think it would be a good deal.
You do?
Yeah.
All right. What about you, sir? President sent armed troops here?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
Thank you very much. The president sent armed troops here to Baltimore?
Yeah, because I'm a troop.
The president wants to send troops to Maryland, to Baltimore. What do you think?
I mean, I think it would help. My husband was murdered 2 years ago, and nothing was ever done.
Murdered where? At home?
Mm-hmm, right out in front of our house.
Oh, sorry.
It was a carjacking gone wrong, and they shot him in his head. Killed him instantly, so. But again, our lovely mayor didn't do nothing.
Did they ever find the perpetrator?
Nope.
So you want to see it?
Yes, I want justice.
You want justice, and you would like to see the troops here in the National Guard?
Yes.
It's getting out of hand, man. All these killings all the time. You know, the murder rates going higher and higher. Like, send the troops to straighten everything out. You know what I mean? And then, make Baltimore great again.
So you're in favor of sending armed troops here to help?
I mean, if that's what y'all need to do, go for it. It's like survival of the fitness around here.
I think it'll be a good idea.
She meant fittest.
Why so?
Maybe we can clean up some of these crime-ridden neighborhoods.
Yeah.
You know?
Is the crime bad?
Very bad.
The problem is Don will do all these interviews seeing that the people on the ground know there's a problem with crime and then go back and quote some crime statistic and be like, oh, crime's not that bad. It's just there's a disconnect there, Don.
Yeah, absolutely. And what I was going to say is that I just don't. Do you think Don was going here hoping that people would actually agree with his side of his point of view?
That's where I get lost now, because why would Don post this?
Right.
If he's
trying very much in favor of Trump.
Right.
based off everything we just heard. So, like, where did you win in this situation?
So maybe he's not trying to farm clip farms. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe Don's actually a good journalist and he's like low key trying to help Trump. That'd be hilarious.
Or he's just actually just putting genuine truth out there, right? All 3 videos, in a way, go against the ideology, maybe except for the second one a little bit. But it shows in some way an ideology against his own, or the left, if you will.
Sure.
I mean, maybe he is just being an honest guy and throwing it out there.
I've seen Don in interviews and stuff that he said, and I
have too.
He is not of that same. I'm pretty sure if you ask him, if you went on CNN and he was on some panel and they asked him, do you think it's right for Donald Trump to send in the National Guard? He would say no, it's illegal, it's unconstitutional, he's a fascist, blah blah blah. I do think he would say that. He would not say, well, you know, I've interviewed people on the ground and everybody's kind of saying yes, they kind of want help because crime is out. He would not say any of that. So what is he doing here?
I have no idea, dude. And maybe he thought he got a win here, but I just don't see how. I really don't see how.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Now, at least not in this last one. The first 2, I could see where he'd really try to force a win out of those 2 situations, but the second one, not so much. But the third one, there is no win here for him.
Yeah, this last one. Yeah, I agree. I agree. That first one, though, when they're talking about immigration.
Yeah,
I can see that. I can see how maybe like if he posted a longer version of it. Okay, maybe there was a win for him in there. Yeah, he may have been able to confuse them even more. I don't think he won the argument, but he definitely confused them. Maybe. But man,
is this all he's doing now? He just does YouTube?
No, I tried watching his actual show, but it was just so bad. Then I was just like, I can't. The only people on the left that I can kind of watch is the Young Turks.
Okay.
That they're the only people that I can. Pac-Man too sometimes, but he does get annoying too.
Well, I'm still not a fan of Don Lemon. I mean, this stuff is fun, and
I am. I love him. Like I'm one of his biggest fans, to be honest. I know I said I don't watch any of his. I know I just said I don't watch any of his shows.
We literally just came across these 3 and maybe a couple in the past, and now you're his biggest fan.
I'm his biggest supporter. If he just keeps doing street interviews and just post all of them, I'll watch his show every single day. That's all
I'm just confused. What are you thinking when you're posting these things up?